And 2 minutes it is.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. My question goes to Counsel for the Governor. And Honorable Speaker, I would like to refer him to volume 1 of his documents. At page 7, Honorable Speaker, paragraph 20, there is an averment there, Counsel, that has been made by the Governor that in fact there was a holding of the High Court, and this is in reference to Malindi ELRC petition number E006. I don't know if we are together. Counsel, page 7 of the bundle at paragraph 20. Counsel, the volume number 1 of the Governor's bundle, page 7, for heaven's sake, Honorable Speaker, my time is being wasted by things that I've already said.
Just proceed.
Honorable Speaker, I'm referring to bundle volume 1 of the Governor's
Senator
bundle.
Sifuna, you
at
can
page
only
7.
repeat if I tell you to repeat.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Counsel, you have presented the averments at paragraph 20A as a holding of the court. That in fact, the paragraphs you have superimposed there were a holding of the court. Now, you are a lawyer of great repute, and reading a judgment, you can ascertain what a finding of the court is, as opposed to an analysis of the presentations of the parties. Honorable Speaker, the judgment referred to is at page 70 of that same bundle, exhibit number 1. And I want the Counsel for the Governor to confirm to this House that in fact, the paragraph quoted at 20A is not a finding of the court on the question of what 2/3 means and what should happen when there is a decimal. Honorable Speaker, I will refer you to paragraphs. He has quoted from paragraph 83, which cannot be a holding of the court. And in fact, the holding of the court should be at paragraph 86 of that judgment. Honorable Speaker, my question therefore to him is it proper for you to present an analysis of the case by the learned judge as a finding of the court? Honorable Speaker, that is the question I wanted to put to him.
Senator Boni.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my comment on this will be limited on what I beg that the House adopts to help this country. This is a very serious matter, and Mr. Speaker, it is already on record that no court can injunct Parliament. So the first PO should collapse. A decision has already been made. My second comment, Mr. Speaker, is on the question of numbers. Kanzo Mutuma, what would you like the Governor to prove? It is a scientific fact that 47 divided by 2/3 is 31.3. As you guys say in law, res ipsa loquitur. It proves by itself. What do you want him to prove? It is not possible for a human being, Mr. Speaker, to be a fraction. I want, Mr. Speaker, to urge the Council that because you also have a responsibility to grow the philosophy of impeachments, let us agree that on this one, let us give it to the Governor. We give him the fact that a fraction of a human being does not exist. Next time, come with full numbers and we would listen to you. Finally, Mutuma, because you are very experienced in this process, listen to what the Speaker of the National Assembly said about the same thing. The County Assembly of Nyamira said about the same thing. The County Assembly of Kericho about numbers during elections. They have said the same thing. So why do you invite us to disagree with all of them? So as to please you or to allow the proper jurisprudence.
Senator Ledama.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I just want some clarity from the Council of the Governor. The Council for the Assembly has presented facts that this matter had already been determined by a court. In their Volume 1, page 131, there's a finding of the court that when it comes to the issue of two-thirds, it is not an issue where you determine the question of a human being being able to be fractioned, but rather a scientific. Are you then, in your submission, questioning, or rather, have you challenged, or has anyone else challenged that finding of the court in the matter of Michael Justin Dunda with the County Assembly of Tana River? So that is a point that I'd like you to clarify, because this is a finding of the court. Number two on that issue is on the finding on the matter to deal with JSC, where the court, according to the facts presented by the Assembly, stated that you round off to the nearest whole number. What would be the nearest whole number in a matter which is 31.3? Is it 31 or is it 32? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Fernandez. Senator Samson Chirenge.
Mr. Speaker, you need to protect me from